Hello everyone, welcome back to the Atomics Academy. This is the very first video of the Python for Data Engineering playlist. Throughout this playlist, you will go from absolute basics to production-ready ETL processes, data integration, and even API calls, and even working with big data tools like Spark, AWS, and Databricks. When we are covering each topic, we will try to cover that topic with mini projects. It means that each video has its own mini project, and you will not have a question like, when can I use this functionality in the real project? Today, after 10 minutes, you will have this code will be running in your machine, and you will understand each line one by one how it works. So, if you are ready to upskill yourself with one of the most popular programming languages in the real working environment, let's get started. So, what is the Python? Python is a programming language, but more importantly, it's one of the most popular tools for working with the data. It's easy to read, flexible, and has thousands of libraries that make working with files, databases, and big datasets faster. In data engineering, Python is the glue. It connects data sources, transforms data, and loads it into databases or dashboards. And throughout this course, we'll use PyCharm. PyCharm, it's ID. ID stands for Integrated Development Environment. It's basically a powerful code editor that also helps you run, debug, and organize your projects. In this series, we will use PyCharm, which is one of the best Python IDs. It highlights errors, gives suggestions, and makes running code super easy. And we'll also use terminal or command line. It's the place where you type commands directly for your computer to run. In PyCharm, it's built in, so we can run Python scripts without leaving the IDE. Think of it as the direct bridge between you and Python. First, let's check if Python is installed. We need to open your terminal and we need to type like that, Python version. And if you do not see version number, you need to install the Python into your machine. As you see, I have Python installed, but if you do not have, you need to go to the python.org and download the latest version and install it. You can see this is the link, and in the downloads page, you can just simply download the latest version and you can just simply install it. Next, you need to go to the jetbrains.com PyCharm to download PyCharm. And you can download the free community edition and install it. Once installed, you can open the PyCharm and you can create projects. I have it already installed, that's why I will use my installed version. But installing the PyCharm and installing the Python, it's super easy. Here, I will create a new project called Python Tutorials. And I will keep all other settings the same, by default. Well, our project. According to our project, I have data.csv file, and that's our dataset. And our task will be generate the number of the rows within the file. As you see, I will generate this data.csv file, and I will paste the values. And as you see, this data.csv file will contain name, age, and country columns, and the values accordingly to those columns. Then we have main.py file, which is the place we run our main scripts. Of course, in the real project, it will be set up differently, but for now, we will use this page as our running place. First, this line with open data.csv and the mode is R as file. By giving this command, we are saying we are opening the file named data.csv, and we are opening it in read mode. That's what the R means. The this keyword is likely saying open the file, and when I am done, close it automatically. When it's done processing, it will close the connection automatically with the file. The second line, file.readLines, reads every single line from the file and puts them into a list in Python, which is called lines here. So, what is a list in Python? Of course, we will check that in our next upcoming videos, but for now, in order to your understanding, a list is a collection of items stored in a specific order. Think of it like a shopping list. Each item is one entry in that list. In our case, each row from the CSV file is one item in the list. If we printed our lines right now, it would look something like this. You can see here I have each line from my data.csv file. I have headers, I have first line, I have second line, I have third line, all the lines as a separate input to my list. Every row from the CSV is one element in my list. So now, if we check our next line, it's lines part. Lines is a list slice. It's saying start from the item number 1 and take everything after that. In Python, we'll start counting from 0. That's why this command will provide me to skip the header part, because the header will be the item number 0. And the next one is the item number 1, item number 2, and item number 3. And we are seeing starting from the item number 1, get everything. It means starting from this line, skipping the header line, give me the everything after that. It will take item number 1, item number 2, and item number 3. As I mentioned, it will skip item number 0. The next, finally, we have len function. Tells us how many items are in our list, which is called data rows. In other words, it will count how many rows are in the file. We then use fstring to insert that number into a nice sentence. Let me clean this and run our script. You see, I have the result set, which is saying total rows in CSV is equals to 3. As we have 3 rows in our data file, we got the correct answer.